Here we go. Tale's beginning. Start the previously postponed storyline, Chains of Promathia. You gotta fix that square. You gotta. There's some typos that are still kicking around in this game that gotta get fixed. Let's start the previously postponed storyline, Chains of Promathia. Yes, please. Chotomomo is ready for adventure. Yeah. Chains of Promathia. Get this cursor off the screen. Oh, do we want narration of cutscenes? Do we want a little radio play? I won't be offended if anyone says no. Can I start a... How do I make a little... What? Alright. Could make a poll. Do I care enough to make a poll? Ended. New poll? Here we go. You know what? No, what am I doing? I'm just gonna do it. It's fun. I like doing it. It's my stream. You don't pay my sub. Listen up, adventurers. You are to keep clear of Delkfit's tower. That's an order. I don't remember what Wolfgang sounded like last time, but he's a little bit pompous. The northern line, the flow of energy has begun to reverse. That's impossible. Oh yeah. I mean, that's some pretty water for 2003, 4. They're making it work. Graphics never really needed to get better than this. Children of Vana'diel, I, Bahamut, ruler of the skies, have come to deliver you a warning. The time has come. The arrival of the Keeper of the Apocalypse is near. Come forth, my minions. Let the blood of the gods spill forth on the soil of their creation. Oh yeah, those FF11 loading times. Why do we have to wait out here? What do they think we are, door boys? It's like they don't trust us. Quiet, soldier. You were ordered to stand by, not whine like a child. Sir. Yes, sir. What is really going on in there? Why did the Society call for our assistance? Oof. Hi, Galbana. Welcome. Crooked Arrow! Men, ready your weapons and fall in. Captain, the door. Follow me, and keep on guard. What the hell happened here? Are there any survivors? Captain! What is it, soldier? I've found someone. He's just a boy. He's still breathing. If we can revive him, he might be able to tell us what on Vana'diel happened here. What are your orders, sir? Get me someone call the infirmary. Now, wait, does that little book disappears now? Interesting. Is that like... That might be the only asset I can think of that has a flag that makes it disappear when you've accomplished its purpose. Because as we know, the world of FF11 is basically static. Every interactable is always there out in the world. So it's very rare for... That's interesting. So it is possible. Very strange. Okay, I'm going to follow my gut and say... Actually, you know what? This might save me a little time and money. I'm going to say... that we should probably go to the infirmary. Here's what I'll do. Because I've only played through Chains of Promathia once, I don't necessarily remember where everything is. That means we may get a little lost. But I am going to follow my gut first, and then if we hit a dead end, I'll look it up. Because Chains is pretty long. I don't want us to be here forever. Hey. Was I right or was I right? Okay, I got to establish this Wolfgang and Mombureau pairing. How is he doing? Well, there don't seem to be any external wounds. To tell you the truth, I don't exactly know what's wrong with him. You don't exactly know? Yeah. Was it? Hold on, what was Wolfgang's voice? You don't exactly know, so you have some sort of theory. Sorry, but I'm not inclined to speak of a patient's condition, not even to the captain of the Ducal Guard. They sound too similar. I'll figure something out. As you wish. That boy is an important witness. When he comes to, he will be taken in for questioning. Has he shown any signs of consciousness? I'm afraid not. Wolfgang, what really happened back in that room? What was that device? And what were Juno's scientists trying to do with it? You know something, don't you? You need not worry yourself with the affairs of the Duchy. I see. Suppose some things are better left unknown. I often ponder over whether to inform a patient when their disease is incurable. However, if there still remains even a thread of hope to cure that disease, if you're trying to say that Juno is ill, you are quite mistaken. Let me rephrase my question. Friend to friend, what simply happened that day? I truly do not know. That is why it was crucial we question that boy. If there is nothing wrong with him, then there is no reason why we cannot move him to the Grand Duke Palace immediately. Mombureau, make the preparations for his transport. There's another player also doing it. We were awkwardly watching each other try to drop off ledges to find the path. Hell yeah. That is very fun. Infirmary. Yeah, there's going to be some... for anyone who's familiar with Eureka Pagos, we're going to be doing some Eureka Pagos hard. Ah, it's you. As much as I'd like to sit and chat about your adventures over a nice pot of Sandorian tea, now's not quite the time. Wait. Perhaps you know something of what took place near the Sea of Shumeo. Recently, I've been hearing some strange rumors. Dr. Momborough? There's much commotion outside the infirmary. Do you think the ducal guards have returned? Those selfish bastards. Do they think of nothing but their own gain? I apologize, but there is something I first must take care of. Ooh, jump scare. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. I should turn off shout chat, huh? Oh, I love it here. Oh, gosh. Ooh. Oh, I need a voice for Nagmalada. You can be a little nasally. I kind of can't stand this guy. I have a friend who loves him to bits, but I think he's a weenie. And we cannot get any answers without the boy awake and in custody. Hand him over. That is an order. You can order me all you wish, but I will not allow you to wake that boy. Men, you have your orders. Wait, Wolfgang. What are you planning on doing to him? I won't allow you to manhandle my patients like this. What is going on? He just vanished. Don't just stand there. Seal off the area. Don't want any man, woman, dog, or cat leaving Upper Juno. That boy can't hide for long. I've seen that child somewhere before. I don't understand. No signs of consciousness for hours, and he just wakes up and runs off. There must be an explanation for this. I'm sorry you had to witness that exchange. I'd like to better inform you of what just happened, but even I'm puzzled by the events that have transpired today. You all right? You look slightly pale. Well, I hope it's nothing serious. That amulet you hold, It belongs to the boy, does it not? What's this? You say he gave it to you? Ah, I suggest that you hold on to it. It may give us some clues as to what is really going on. It also may... never mind. Perhaps I should begin my rounds in the Relude Gardens. May be able to collect some valuable information. I have a feeling the situation up there may be even tenser than it is here. Obtained key item, mysterious amulet. It might be temporary. The strange boy gave you this amulet before leaving Dr. Monborough's clinic. Your body tingles when you clench it in your hand. Interesting. Interesting. Well, I'm inclined to believe we should follow to Relude Gardens. Wish I can go... Yeah, go left here. Do I even have all of these home points? I can't even remember. I know I was a little lax with home points with Chodomomo. Well, if it isn't Crooked Arrow. Do you have anything to say about... Okay, alright. Yeah. Did you know there's a mysterious group of officials in Juneau known as the Armathron Society? Last time I tried telling some of the new recruits about the group, Captain Wolfgang put me on latrine duty for 9.5 weeks. Interesting. Let's get rid of shouts and yells. Or yells we'll try leaving on, maybe? We'll see. Hi, Chappie. We spoke to Chappie a few times, didn't we? You want to know about the hooded officials in black robes that sometimes appear in the courtyard? They're all members of the Armathron Society, scientists working for the Duchy. I've heard that there are even quite a few female members. Oh, good. Hey, great. Yeah. No. Is this going to be a just enter? Let's see. Travel to the Grand Duke Palace, of course. Let's just get right in there. Nobody sees the Sovereign without an appointment. Stand down. No one is allowed to meet with the Archduke or the ducal scientists unless it's absolutely necessary. The officials have been extremely busy making arrangements for numerous expeditionary forces to be sent to various locations around Quan and Mindaja. If you have any business with the Archduke or the ducal scientists, please leave your message with us and we will relay it to the proper authorities. However, we cannot guarantee that you will receive a hasty reply. There is a man from the Alchemists Guild who's been waiting to speak with the scientists for a number of days. I believe he's still waiting somewhere near the Archduke's quarters, poor soul. I mean, this is all pretty straightforward so far. I'm looking forward to getting to the point where we actually have to look at the guide. You maybe? Hey. Nailed it. Did you hear? Some of the telepoint crystals in Holla, Mia, and Dem have broken into 1,000,000 pieces. Ah, so that's why Captain Wolfgang has been on edge lately. What's really going on at those crags? I don't remember what voice I gave him. I see you've begun to show some interest in the strange occurrences that have been taking place in the past few weeks. Let me tell you a little of what I've heard. Recently, the Duchy has been abuzz with strange tales of travelers being drawn into strange whirlpools located in the Vulcum Dunes and on Kufim Island, and never coming back. From what I gather, the ducal scientists believe the phenomenon has something to do with the shattered telepoints at the crags of Holla, Dem, and Maya. To collect data, a group of ducal guards is to be dispatched any day. Well, all right then. So. There we go. There we go. No more bot intrusions. Strange whirlpools in Valcom and Kufim. Shattered telepoints. What could it all mean? From what I gather, the ducal scientists believe this phenomenon has something to do with the shattered... Yes, of course. Alright. Alright. Sounds like it's time we go investigate a crag. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, do I have... I absolutely invested in a teleport to a crag thing, didn't I? Oh, I could have sworn I did that, because I haven't with my main. Oh, did I? Did I? Moglocker? Mogsactual. Coulda sworn I did one of these. Oh well. It's easy enough to get to. I'm all turned around. So as I was saying, yeah, the 24-man raid, I like plenty. It is, however, narratively my worst case scenario. I'm really disappointed that it's not organically integrating the lore of 11 into 14 the way that Eureka did with 11, or the way that Return to Ivalice and Bosnia has done with Ivalician stuff, with Tactics and 12. So that is a pretty major bummer. Letharia. then I think is our best hope. Yeah, it's frustrating that we're pulling some otherworld business, and then on top of that, it sounds like we're pulling otherworld business that isn't even a shard, but we're going way too broad with multiversal stuff. However, there is a chance, and I predict we are going to get another big twist on what the actual origin of Vana'diel in 14 is. Records of Eminence challenge, gain experience. Oh, dang, dude. Yeah, I wish I were in a position to take advantage of that, but I'm not going to derail this just so I can go farm crap. Not worth it. Oh, hold on. What am I doing? I'll show off my new guy. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. At the time of recording, this guy is available as part of the login bonus. It's pretty fun. It's not my favorite. I prefer the little squid, the Zomet. But a Fuabo is fine. They're great. I love them. We may be familiarizing ourselves with that particular type of enemy much later. Okay. Shattered Telepoint. Which one is this? This is the Crag of Holla. Gotta remember that. Yeah, let's investigate further. Have you made your preparations? Yeah, let's go for it. We'll stumble around a little. Actually, I wonder if I picked up a map for this place already. Large apparatus, you say? Tried these recently as a barely level 30 white mage. It was a humbling experience. Yeah, would not recommend. Typically why I sort of say, like, go ahead, finish off Rise of the Zillert, go back to Chains of Promathia. Because getting lost in Promethean is hard enough on its own. Especially now that there's Apex enemies around. So, yeah. Don't make it so much harder on yourself. It is time. Return. To the darkness. Oh, here we are. Promathia Holla. Yeah, I guess I don't have maps. Is the only way to get maps for these places still the old school way? Because if so, it's a little bit of a bummer, but that's fine. Let's bring out a buddy. Oh! Hey, okay. Here's something. So, last time we were playing, it was while we were still under the influence of the Vanabout bonus that gave us Cornelia. Now, we have the official Taru of the producer, which is available to us for a limited time. But is totally worth playing around with for a little bit. Who do I want out? I mean, look, Lion is canonically not available. Indisposed. So let's not break canon. Tenzin we haven't met yet. Let's say Zide is coming with us. Kupipi. Yeah. Normally I'd bring out Lion, but she's busy. Yeah, okay. Let's get a little bit lost. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, actually. So, look, you might recognize some of these enemy models from Endwalker. Quite a few of them show up on the moon. That way. This looks like what we want. Oh, Zide is gonna get in the way of our camera, isn't he? Yeah, you might be too big, buddy. Also, maybe I shouldn't have so many trusts out. My computer doesn't love it. We got a tiny little taste of... Really? Yeah? Tiny little taste of the Chains of Promathia battle music. Get out of here. Yeah, I gotta put one of you guys away. I'm putting Zide away, unfortunately. You're too big. So Promathia is really one of those places that does not explain itself, which I love. Legit, one of my favorite things. Yeah, get out of here, buddy. Dismiss me. You'll regret it. Zide. That's not you. Also, hi. Welcome to everyone who has arrived in the last little bit. You're listening to Accept 11, a community playthrough of Final Fantasy XI, brought to you by Axe of the Blood God, an RPG podcast, and Charlian Dropouts, a Final Fantasy XIV podcast. We're continuing our playthrough from last year. We're kicking it back up. We've got Choto Momo, our Taru Blue Mage. And we've finished the base game and Rise of the Zillart. We're playing through First major expansion, Chains of Promathia. I think what a lot of English players consider the first expansion, because 11 was bundled with Rise of the Zillart in the West. Let's see if we can't just find our way through. Okay, okay. So this is important to keep note of. Can I mark? No, I cannot mark on a map I do not have. That's okay. It's good to know we're in, what, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yes, it's right there. H10. I don't need to count. It's on my UI. Oh, I always forget that. Okay. H10, huh? Oh, there we go. That's what we want. Right over there. So, yeah, Promavian. No, is this not the one we want? Come on, you're killing me. Yeah, Promavian doesn't explain itself. We're making our way through some little floating island areas. Oh, apex enemies, we want to steer clear of those. Those were added much later and are designed for people who are high level and need to farm other types of experience. In a sort of attempt to revitalize some older areas, but in doing, made it a little trickier to get through those same areas for newer players, which honestly I don't mind. The feeling of trying to avoid high-level enemies is... These draw distances are killing me, come on. I love a maze that I can only see part of. Come on now. Have mercy. Have mercy. It's not where I came from, is it? That's where I came from. That's where I want to be. That is, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't think 11 needs a graphical update at all. I think it's a beautiful game. It's plenty charming in its own right. However, an official built-in way to just bump up the draw distances would be great. Would be really lovely. Let's remember how to play. I'm a blue mage. What have I got going for me? Get out of here. Leave me alone. Yeah. Oops. Even these teleport points feel like they're bringing my frame rate down a little. Which, whatever. I'm not the kind of person who cares about that too much, personally. Okay. L4, huh? I just like it out here. I just like it out here. Can't be that easy, right? No, that's probably to go back. Yeah. Don't want to do that. Oh, there's our buddy. I mean, just sort of generally hoping it's the right one. Very easy to get lost here. While we're doing this, yes, I have some concerns, criticisms, some notes for Echoes of Vana'diel so far. But honestly, yeah, right, weapon skills and everything. I'll remember how to play soon enough, I bet. No, let me in. Let me in. But gosh darn it, those fights are real good. There's some mechanics in there that I just think are pretty darn fun. I honestly, and maybe this is just because I'm where I'm at in my 14 career, as someone who's played it since ARR launch and a tiny bit of 1.0. The attacks like Prish's knockback attacks and the same kind of knockback that gets used in Arcadian. I wish the tells were a little less obvious, you know? Like, you don't need to put exactly the arc of how far I'm going to fly, you know? Like, that's one of those things where it's like, I kind of wish you'd let everybody learn that. And the fact that it shows all 3 degrees is a little like, let me count how many times she swings her fist. Let me let me count how many times she says wait for it, and I'll math it out, you know? I think Dragalia did that stuff. Yeah. That's a good point. Does Dragalia... As someone who would definitely go farther, not as far as I think, appreciate the paths. Yeah, I'm looking forward to maybe... And... who knows? Maybe they do this in Arcadian Extreme. I actually don't know and haven't looked at it, but I would like stuff like the knockback to not be quite so obvious. I guess I'm thinking of Vana'diel Criterion, which has some similar things that are like there's degrees of depth to particular AoEs, and yeah, I guess Criterion is kind of like a savage difficulty thing though, so I understand why a normal Alliance raid isn't going to be quite that intense, but I am feeling the wish it was just a little bit A little bit tougher. Maybe that's also because I'm playing healer whenever I run Juno. And I kind of wish some more people were dying. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be... Sorry, K9. You're gonna kick me out of here, aren't you? Or did I make it? Oh, hey, actually, never mind. I made it. Cool. That was I was half paying attention there. That was faster than sometimes I have been following a guide. So, okay, let's get. Naja, let go. Let's see. I mean, okay, this so much for canon. We're gonna fight with some friends I like. I think I'm also only... Do I only have 3 trusts right now? No, I have 4 trusts. Good on me. Good job. Okay, let's do this. I have definitely gone into these fights in Promethean unprepared, or thinking that I could solo, and well, hey, that was a little too easy. Maybe I'll just bring out 2 trusts for the next one, but there we go. One down. Looks important. You shouldn't move any closer. Ah, there we go. Amazing. I don't know who you are, but I commend you on your ability to make it this far. There she is, the Mother Crystal. Well, what do you think? Can't you feel her power? Can't you feel her marvelous light streaming through your body? Can't you feel the endless joy she brings? The light from this crystal feeds our souls and keeps us alive. It keeps the whole world alive. And that is why we cannot forgive any who attempt to harm the crystal. What are you doing here? That darkness. The end of Vana'diel. The world stands on the brink of oblivion. The final battle betwixt the Twilight God and the Dawn Goddess is at hand. And not a single soul shall escape its devastation. cannot remember when exactly, but you have obtained the Light of Hala. 1 down. Let's go! That was deceptively quick and easy. I don't imagine everyone's first time in Promathia was that simple. Yeah, let's just head back over to our... Adventurer's Guide. I have a pretty strong feeling that despite being the flagship character of this expansion, we are not going to get around to meeting Prish in this session, which is fine. It really does take a while for her to show up, and even longer for us to actually meet her. Okay. That was... Do I... Okay. Well, Kronstadt Highlands it is. I might be missing a teleport point that would be very handy. Straight, left. Cool. Yeah, let's mount up. I'm telling you, one major quality of life improvement that they could make. Let us toggle mount music. I don't have a problem with the song itself. It's just sometimes it's not the vibe I'm going for. I wonder, I'll probably get, let me have a look-see here. Up to and including the mother crystals. All right. Yeah, friendly reminder. Check your records of eminence. Always. You never know. You never know what handy stuff you might have waiting for you in there. Is that just ram steps? Oh, yeah. Making me rumble. Someone seems to have arrived here before us. Chotomomo, state your reason for coming here.
Calm down, Ayame. She's an adventurer. It's her job to go adventuring. We're here to investigate something. It could get pretty dangerous, so I suggest taking a few steps back if you know what's good for you.
Why, Sid, what business do you have here today?
Well, if it isn't little Wolfgang. Have you been? We're here to check out the crystal line. Recently, I've been receiving some very strange readings from this area. According to the data retrieved by a Republican party that visited here last month, once stable energy flow has begun to fluctuate. I've never seen such high readings. The flow of energy is so overwhelming. The telepoint you see over there was shattered to pieces. And now there are reports that a giant beast appeared over the sea, just to the north of Delkfoot's tower. I have a bad feeling that these two events are connected, and that they're warning us of something worse to come.
I understand that research inclines you to pursue these matters. However, I ask that you leave the investigation to the Duchy.
Eh? So, the Duchy knows the cause of all these strange phenomena.
Not exactly. We have numerous parties investigating the situation. However, many of those sent into the field have vanished. We cannot allow any more accidents. The damage to Vana'diel would be great if we were to lose such an important engineer as you, Sid.
Let me guess. The scientists back in Juneau told you to get rid of all those who got in their way. Who do they think they are?
Come to think of it, I have good reason to believe that it's those lunatics that are causing all this trouble. What is going on? Come, Chotomomo. Wheels are in motion. Darkness calls. Heed your destiny.
Sure.
Just get a couple buddies. Okay. I just love it here. God, it rules. It's just good stuff. Good music, spooky place. Sad looking. interesting. Well, so I didn't aggro everybody. Also, again, for anyone who's joining us, if you would like to play along, why don't you head on over to the Axe of the Blood God Discord. You can get access over at patreon.com/bloodgodpod. We have a really good crew. I mean, generally we have a great crew of people playing 14 anyway. But we also have, I mean, don't tell the others, but all my favorites are also playing 11. We've got all the VODs up of base game and Rise of the Zillart. And by the end there, we had a pretty good crew. I mean, we had full parties taking down some of those bosses, and it was gosh darn delightful. Oh, come on, guys. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oops. Get him. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Quick. Quick. I have a feeling. I would be very surprised if at least a part of Echoes of Vana'diel didn't delve into Promathia. It seems like we've probably done as much as we're going to of base and Zillart. So I mean, what I'd love is if the next one covers Promathia and some Adargan, and then the final one we get some Wings of the Goddess and some Seekers of Adulin. But that might be a little ambitious. I do love that in a recent interview, the combat director mentioned that they were planning on having all three different parties in the Alliance start in random city-states. So you'd either start out in Sandoria, Bastok, or Windurst. and then you'd meet up after that first little chunk of the journey. But budget constraints and resource allotment wouldn't allow for it. But gosh, that would have been great. So eventually they just settled on starting everyone in Juneau. You know, despite having done 3 chapters of Promathia, still haven't started Rise of the Zillard. Well. Oh, yeah. Thank you for that lovely little AoE. Is this not the one? You're not the memory receptacle that I wanted? Dang. Dang. That's cold. Yeah. Sounds like it would be hell to implement. Well, yeah, I mean, just in terms of the resources they'd have to make. Because there are plenty of situations in Alliance raids where they split all the parties up and they go off and do their own thing. It would just mean having to create pretty high fidelity recreations of 3 very iconic locales. This one either? You tricking me? Yeah, I miss like even Rabinaster. Oh God, Apex. Oh Lord, lordy. Look who's 40. That could have been rough. Okay, let's try this guy over here. I hope it's you. Please be the one. Do I have any AoE? I don't think I do. Come on, let me in. Let me in. They're gonna miss me. They shouldn't be able to interrupt my event. Oh hey, it's the FF14 raid music. Hi Basil. You're a real punk, you know that? Real funny guy. I've missed you. Missed you so much. Memory flex you K4. K4. Probably not gonna remember that. And hey, next time I come through here, I'll probably bring my Atlas. Just 'cause. But I am pretty impressed with how much progress I'm making just on instinct. How do you not get lost? Oh, I embrace getting lost. I'm only lost if I don't like where I am. I mean, the structure of Promathia is pretty simple in that you get teleported to an island, and then somewhere on that island is going to be a little gazebo with a glowing ball in it. Oh, I'm sorry. Swish! First try no warm-up, may I say. Yeah, once you understand the structure of Promathia, you're on an island. There will be a little gazebo somewhere with an orb to blow up and a teleporter to go through. More often than not, that teleporter will take you closer to your destination. It'll drop you on another island, and there will be another little gazebo hiding somewhere. Go find your little teleportation gazebo, rinse, repeat. Yeah, once you learn, you know, what the gazebos that take you backwards look like versus gazebos that take you forwards, yeah, it's a straightforward structure, but it is disorienting. If you don't know where you're going and what your actual goal is, then you're just spinning your wheels. Let's see. Lose off, get back in here. And maybe we'll bring... I don't think I'm gonna need healing. Let's bring Let Go. All your gazebos worked out for you. Good, good. Reminds me, had Ajito Marujito as a trust, summoned Semi. She reacted to Ajito's presence. Yes, there are trusts that have some synergy with one another. Progenerator. I think progenerator is a synonym with progenitor. Ooh, you have some kind of healing. Went through all these, got spouted out somewhere, then your sub ran out. Oh, if you got through all three of the Promathians, then hot damn, you are about to get into the meat of Chains of Promathia. If you got spat out in, was it Luface Meadow or Misero Coast? I think it's the Meadow. Anyway, we should hopefully be getting to that. You know what? Yeah, let's finish off our third Promathia. Might as well. Can feel it. This dream, whose can it be? There she is. You cannot remember when exactly, but you've obtained the Light of Dem. Okay. Where's our other crag? I should know this. Come on, I should know this. We did Kronstadt Lathen, right? No. Did Lathen. Yes. So we want... Oh my gosh, do I not have a map for... Why can't I think of it? Kronstadt Highlands. Lethen Plateau is... Oh my gosh. Tell you what. Just gonna warp back home for a second. Crag of Maya is... Oh my gosh. Bad FF11 fan. I'll know it when I see it. I'll know it when I see it. Tarongi Canyon. Yes, of course. Of course. Great, okay. Yeah. I think we can wrap this up. Tarongi Canyon. There we are. Good job, you. We're gonna mount up. Oh, there have also been some other really good login bonuses lately. The, oh, is it the Fisherman's Tunes that are 500 points right now? Give you the orchestrion roles for Mora and Selbina. And, I mean, those two just have some of the best town music. So I highly recommend grabbing those if you can. Excuse me. Like I say, I'm still sick, and it sucks. But I could delay Accept 11 no longer. I knew I had a duty to fulfill. I mean, I do. It was a donation incentive. Okay. Let's hope we get just as lucky. Nah. Ha! So you finally arrived. I heard that you were poking your nose into matters at the second crag, so I naturally assumed that this would be the next place you'd visit. Alone, are we? Well, I see you are not as foolish as I thought. You may think you have the upper hand now, but I, too, have a few tricks up my sleeve. The only thing I care about is that boy. One less adventure in my way would only be a benefit to me. Wolfgang, kill her. But, sir, while she was seen with the boy, our research on her has turned up no evidence of any other connections. I do not feel that Chotomomo's crimes warrant her death. Wolfgang, you asked what the purpose behind this place was, and I'm certain I explained matters clearly. It is a citadel, built to protect the mother of all life on Vana'diel, the crystal. Only we know that secret, and as the secret's keepers, we are eternally bound to this place as her protectors. However, darkness has already befallen the crystals within 2 of the crags. The boy was present at both, and it was Chotomomo who led him. But what of proof? Proof? What more proof do we need? Where Chotomomo is, the boy is sure to follow. And here he is now. You, boy without a name. You know the darkness of which I speak. The darkness that the Dawn Maidens have feared for thousands of years. The darkness that eats away at the very soul of Vana'diel. The darkness known as the emptiness. And you were born with the emptiness. You brought it with you into our world. From where did you bring it? Not going to answer, are we? Wolfgang, do you need any more proof? Do not forget your duty as the captain of the Ducal Guard. Any more hesitation in your decision-making, and you'll end up like your father. You. Does the specimen need to be alive for us to collect sufficient data? Of course not, sir. He didn't fight back. Why? Come, Chotomomo. Why do you struggle? Face the darkness. Face your inner self. All right. Yeah, we're gonna lose off again. And, oh, sure. Come on, Nadja. Let's find this thing. What would you call it? Tower, spire, citadel. Apex guys. Apex guys. There's our gazebo. Speaking of faces, something spooky is Valeral's face texture clipping in from the front of the camera as he follows you in a narrow corridor. Yeah, got some real cursed energy. That. Well, if it isn't Red Cloud. Welcome back, friend. That's right. See, we've got a few people joining us. Welcome back to Accept 11, a community playthrough of Final Fantasy XI brought to you by Axe of the Blood God, an independent RPG podcast, and Charlie and Dropouts, a Final Fantasy XIV podcast. We are, of course, playing through Final Fantasy XI. We've reached the second expansion. After clearing the base game and Rise of the Zillart, we are working on Chains of Promathia, which is big. It's a big expansion. There's a lot going on here, especially because Chains is unique in that they really focused on story. All their resources were being poured into story, to the point where people were upset that Chains didn't add any new jobs. And then later patches and things brought in some more battle content, but for the most part, Chains was a story-forward expansion. Which I'm fine with. Introducing new jobs is that's a hassle. Charlie and Dropouts. Now there's a name I haven't heard of in a long time. Well, get ready to hear it more, because we're coming back, baby. I want to say in a big way, but oh god, Apex. Ah! But we're not coming back in a big way. We're coming back in a pretty normal-sized way. Chains was great. Since last time I caught your stream, got 2 pieces. 2 pieces of my Empyrean Samurai armor to +3. Hell yeah. God, that feels good, doesn't it? Fully upgraded Masamune. Well done. I noticed that in the login bonus for this month, you can get Paragon cards for jobs, and boy, is that tempting to maybe just top up some of those. Chains was a slog, what with the game day waits. You know, I don't mind those. I've softened on those. I think the time gating stuff that rubs me the wrong way is stuff in Seekers. A game day is whatever. But it's the... It's the slow transformation of 11 into a game with daily chores that irks me. There's a world where Seekers is my perfect expansion, my perfect FF11 experience. But I wish the time gating was just a tiny bit more lenient. Let's try this guy. I want to get to that tower. I think we're gonna do this, though. I don't think I'm gonna get too lost. Six out of 7 on maxed out coalitions. Wow. Yeah, look. There's absolutely a world where I pursue something similar. It just isn't right now. What happens if I cure myself? Not a ton, huh? Not a ton of curing potency. That's okay. I think I'm probably gonna be alright. Just gotta find my gazebo. Is it you? Hello? It's looking promising. Is there some visual indicator that I've maybe missed that lets you know if it's a... if it's a Porton gazebo? I don't know. I'm thinking about that for the first time. Well, no, there are some gazebos that have a orb but don't generate a port. Oh, there's a huge Twitter exodus, and the 11 community on Discord came together to form a new link shell on Bahamut. And honestly, it's been like the good old days with them. We're doing all sorts of content together. Sortie Omen, mission battles. Oh, that sounds fantastic. I know that there was a big link shell that started on Blue Sky that was all about, you know, fostering a healthy... Oh, yeah. 11 community on Blue Sky. Yes, I've seen some of those posts. I've been tempted to join in, but I haven't been able to play very much lately, so I've kind of been waiting to hop in. But I'm glad that that's going well. I was really excited. There's some mutuals, some friends that have also joined in on that, and we're promoting it. So yeah, that's really lovely. And the fact that it's on Bahamut is sure nice. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that the gate to an intimidating ghostly citadel I see before me? That perhaps have stumbled upon? God damn, this feels great. Can't believe I've cleared... Well, don't want to speak too soon, but... clearing all these gosh darn Promavians in one sitting. If I could tell the younger me this is what I'd be doing one day, my God. Ancient flames beckon. Oh, I love this. God, I'm so excited to get back into the swing of 11. I've missed this game. I'm excited to play with everyone out there who wishes to play. We got Koopy B just in case. And Dungeons off, because you're my guy. I think we'll probably be okay. Glad you're back. Happy to be back. Man, I'll start posting a schedule again over on the Blood God Discord. And in general, I think we should probably set up a comprehensive calendar over there, because we've got a lot of streams going on, got a lot of recording times going on. It would be nice to have all that in one place. But yeah, just generally really stoked to play with everybody again. I mean, stuff like our Castles Vol raid was so much fun. And also, hey, if you still need to catch up in 11, I was about to say there's no better time to start than now, but actually the best time to start would have been last week when the Echoes of Vana'diel discount was still in place. But beyond that, I'm really hoping that was successful enough to justify more of that down the road, because you know, it can be tough to justify having a 14 subscription in full and an 11 subscription in full. I know it gets tricky for me some months, but yeah, that evil boy has released this darkness. The emptiness is destruction that knows not of its destructive force. Even the Dawn Maidens, who fear neither man nor God, tremble in the presence of this hideous darkness. The emptiness is... How? Why can he touch the crystal? Yeah, unsubscribe from all your streaming services. I know that feeling. Yeah, I did that just like a month or so ago. Cleared out everything. Oh, here we go. You will never betray me. The will of the crystal is aligned with the will of this world. Yes, that which was broken into 5 parts. There will be no salvation. It exists within the soul of every living person. We are all vessels. Let us pray to the goddess to all the gods. Here we go. The Isle of Forgotten Saints. Where is this place? Somewhere far to the west, I feel. What in the... Oh, you punks. Look at that! Wow! Just... wow! The sky is tearing! Ow! Oh! A castaway! Huh? Where'd this one wash up from? We gotta go tell someone. But before we do... Rustle, rustle, rustle. Oh no. My amulet. Let's see. Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. Echoes of Vana'diel thoughts and feelings. I mentioned it a little bit earlier. Hello. Sorry, what? I can set my home point here? Interesting. Interesting. Oh. Welcome to Luface Meadows. I mean... Never knew you could do that. Well, yeah. Yeah, right? I'm not crazy. Why would that be? Yeah. Well, that's all well and good, but Sandoria ain't my home nation. I don't doubt that it's just sort of a redundant thing that doesn't make a ton of sense now, but it was just surprising is all. God, I love it here. Beautiful music. And I'm just gonna take us on a little bit of a scenic route. Oh yeah, I definitely ran Echoes. I've run it 20 some odd times, mostly because my rolls on loot have been absolute trash. Over 20 times, and I have gotten one orchestrion roll. Took me 15 to 20 times before I got the Shadow Lord card. Still haven't been able to put together a complete set of Archangel gear. Absolute garbage rolls. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What is this? This can't be. No! Are you kidding me? Why are these guys so strong? No! No! Oh, I should have snuck. Should have set my home point. I know I could mount up. I was preserving the background music. Which one is closest? Not you. I mean, probably. Here, I'll mount because, well, actually, I'm gonna put on auto run. I will be back in 1 second. I'm back. I'm back. Perfect. We're doing great. All according to plan. Yeah, if I ever used add-ons, that would probably be the only one I would use. But I'm also I'm hoping that will be a quality of life improvement sometime in the near future. Sounds like they are really listening to little things like that, tiny little fixes. Oh. Mount music off mod that turns off the music. Yeah, you can already do that by turning music off. I'm pretty sure there is one that just disables mount music, but that, what do I know? I stay away from third-party talk because oh, wow. Hold on. There's 24 people in here? That's lovely. Welcome, everyone, to Accept 11. Gosh. Oh, here's a good question. How do I get back to Luface Meadows? Oh, I didn't even think about this. Again, another fun little wrinkle. Turn to face meadow. Promathia. How do I get back? Oh, yes! A warp in Valkyrim. And somewhere else. Whatever the two locations the NPC said about people being whisked away from. That's absolutely where they are. Yes. Valkyrim. Warp to New Face Meadow. Access via the swirling vortex. Kufim, yes. Where are these? I don't think I've ever used these before. Swirling vortex. Oh, okay. Okay. Valkyrim's easy enough to find. Let's just do you. Yeah. I think I'm really not opposed entirely to some quality of life enhancements. However, I find Unity Warp just broken enough that I stay away from it. It's just where I'm at in my personal journey, you know? No. Oh my god. Not cool shoo. There we go. I mean, I recognize that I'm already playing with home point warps there, Hamstray. Home point warps and adventurers guides. Oh yeah, and home point warping isn't. You thought you had me. Yeah, Unity Warp, I feel, is just one step too far. The fact that you can warp to places you haven't been already is just too broken. Yeah, only use it for areas you've already gone to. Yeah. Yeah, it's just so busted. I mean, so much of what I love about 11 is genuinely the journey. And sometimes that journey involves dying somewhere and making the trek back. I mean, it's basically the Dark Souls of MMOs. Is something you'd hear out of the mouth of someone who's just about to get roundhouse kicked in the teeth. Real men use airships and miss the ship by 2 minutes because they accidentally talked to an NPC in front of them that locks them into a cutscene showing them a passenger they need to find. Yeah! Hell yeah! Let's enter this vortex. All right. Where did you drop me? Oh, yeah. You sold all your older gear to buy the new set. D-level. Yeah. What a good game. No, I'm not mounting up. What's wrong with you people? I got music to listen to. Lose my dang invis. Well, if it's going to be nighttime anyway, I think I'll, I'm not gonna make the little detour that I was going to earlier. Mounting up, playing the soundtrack to Need for Speed Underground. I respect that. Laramie Lagoon. Yeah. Maybe next time we'll head up to Blue Blade Fell. Oh. We're also, I should pay attention to the gamification of content creation that Twitch is shoving down my throat too. Apparently we only need one more new sub to reach a goal, and 75 followers to go before we reach our next goal. I don't know what these goals are. It all seems arbitrary. It's just designed to make me buy into an ecosystem. But hey, if you feel so inclined as to follow and or sub, especially since, a sub will go a little bit further now that we have some regularly scheduled streams coming up. We'll be streaming recordings of Charlian Dropouts. We will be continuing Monhun Mondays. We got plenty of FF11 action to keep you and your family warm. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get to this next little part of the story, and then we'll wrap it up for today. This, hey, we made a whole bunch of progress. I honestly wasn't expecting to get this far. Those Promavians treated me right. They were real gentlemen. There we go. Teleport. How about you? Will you let me make this my home point? That's bonkers. That's so funny. Huh. I'm sure I knew that in the back of my brain. It's not like I've never talked to those guys ever before, but... Oh, Eveliths. Country's lack of influence in the territory. Oi! Hey, I've made it very clear what I consider too far in terms of cheapening the experience of travel. It's just Unity warps, man. Warping to a place you haven't been before feels unnecessary. You. I thought you had perished. Huh. I see the boy's not with you. Very well. Let us put our differences aside for the moment. However, I suggest that you do not make any sudden movements, as we are being watched. Travelers, this place is nothing but a memory fleeting on the edge of time. There is little we have to offer outsiders. And so I must ask of you these questions. From where have you come, and to where do you go? If your conscience is clean and your intentions just, you should have no reason not to provide me with answers.
Yeah, prove that you're innocent. Yeah, a fight to the death.
What? You say that these Tarutaru stole something from you?
But that was... Ow, ouch!
Stealing items from an unconscious stranger. What were you three thinking?
But that amulet is Prish's. I bet that funny-looking adventurer stole it from her.
It does closely resemble the one Prish had in her possession. Amulet. So that explains... We shall wait for Prish's return. She will know whether the amulet is hers or not. Until that time, I suggest that you rest here in the safe hold. However, remember that you are not welcome, and the moment the issue at hand is solved, you will be asked to leave and never come back. Oh, great tunes here, too. Ah, love it. I mean, is the safe hold a little disappointing as the hub town of a new expansion, just in terms of spectacle and design? Yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit. But also, I've grown to love it a little bit. All right. 140. Hey, we made it to the Tavnazian safe hold. If you've been following along with the lore of FF11, you might recall that Tavnazia lost some years ago. We're going to find out exactly what done happened there next time on Accept 11, a community playthrough of Final Fantasy XI, brought to you by Axe of the Blood God, an RPG podcast, and Charlie and Dropouts, a Final Fantasy XIV podcast. Thank you all so much for joining in. We had a good turnout here. It was obviously a little quieter earlier in the morning, but I just want to thank everybody who came out. Thank you for participating in chat. Makes it fun. I love chatting to you all. I've missed it a lot. So, yeah, for schedules and things, I'll be posting it over on the Blood God Discord. If you want to join us and participate, head on over to patreon.com/bloodgodpod. It's $1. It's basically just $1 to filter out the bots and things, and then you get access to our Discord and our wonderful community. So please do that. Hang out with the other people that are going to be playing through Chains of Promathia, or if you're earlier on in the game, everybody is always super excited to help people get through early game stuff. And just even looking at the streams we did of Base Game and Rise of the Zillert, you can blaze through those in like 30 hours. It's really nothing. The people who say that FF11 is too much of a grind nowadays or whatever, they're lying to you. They have an agenda that they're trying to push, an anti-FF11 agenda. Also, I don't know if you can still do this, but also over on the Discord is the straw poll to determine which one of us won the PS2 draft special episode that we did the other day. I included FF11 on my PS2 draft, so if you want to head over there and just vote for me, stick it to the other hosts. I'd appreciate that. Again, thanks everybody. Super duper fun. And I'll keep you all posted on when the next stream will be shortly. So, what do I usually say at the end of a stream? I don't know. I don't think I have a sign-off. Well, we do not know. And don't you forget it. Love you, bye.